Hi, this is Kojo Sadler, and you're watching KIPP Student News.
20 million stolen, crazy cat hoarders, tragedy in Germany, and two very different stories about video games. All this coming up on KIPP Student News.
Robert Louis Carver, who is 56 years old, and his son Robert Louis Carver II, who is 36 years old, were accused of a scheme that stole $20 million from over 300 investors. According to court papers, the Carvers failed to tell potential investors that the oldest Carver had a criminal history and had been sued by California regulators. Also, the Carvers failed to file taxes for the investors' funds. The police do not know the whereabouts of the criminals but are working diligently to find them. When you invest your money, make sure you know what you're getting into. And here's Edwin out in the field.
Thanks, Donovan. Santa Ana police captured 110 cats and 2 children from a single residence in Santa Ana last month because of recent complaints from neighbors. When the police arrived at the house, they were greeted with a foul stench and a huge mess. Patrol officers found 7 people and the 110 cats living in a 900-square-foot area apartment. There were 2 children, their parents, grandparents, and even an aunt. They even had to set up a separate non-profit animal rescue just for the cats in this house. If you have pets in your house, make sure you can care for them responsibly. This story is ridiculous. Here's Riley back in the studio.
Thanks, Edwin. Working up a sweat with video games? According to 2 recent studies, exercise games like Wii Fit makes a player huff and puff to the point where actually burning a lot of calories. Bruce Bailey, an assistant professor of exercise science at BYU, said this is a perfect way for parents to get their kids off the couch and exercising. In the year 2000, Dance Dance Revolution burst on the scene and was super popular. Today, the offerings are more sophisticated, more challenging, and include even better realistic video effects. These exercise games feature on almost every game system from Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360 with the new Kinect, the PlayStation 3. Also, school gyms, community centers, and hospitals are putting in workout bikes with games and programs built in. Now, if you're wanting to play a game, try to get yourself off the couch and moving around while you do.
A few years ago, a king penguin named Lala was swept out of the sea and landed in Japan, where a family adopted him. Lala now lives in a refrigerator room with his new family, but Lala doesn't like to stay inside. He loves to go out. He puts on his little backpack and walks to a nearby fish market where they give him fresh fish. The people at the fish market love Lala and often give him extra fish to take home. We all hope that Lala has a long, happy, and continuously adorable life.
NASA announced that they will be giving away 3 of its now-retired space shuttles. Over 20 museums responded, including the Smithsonian, National Air and Space Museum. The museums could receive either Discovery, a shuttle that's taken astronauts to orbit almost 40 times, Atlantis, the shuttle that's been on 32 missions and taken 155 people into space, or Endeavour, which has flown 25 times. The winning museums will be announced early next year, when all the shuttles are ready to be put on display. I wonder what we'd have to do to get one of these shuttles.
Health nutritionists are now saying that it is not healthy to eat fast food breakfasts. This is evidenced by people saying they've gained weight just by eating their daily fast food breakfast. The only expectation is the breakfast blend from Jamba Juice. The breakfast blend is a fruity juice with oatmeal inside that has just the right amount of calories in it. People are enjoying it and are changing their food habits for the better with it. Thank you. Now I'm going to send it back to Ryan.
Apple came out with the second iPad, iPad 2. It's almost sold out across the country and many stood in line for hours just to get one. The difference between the first generation iPad and the second model is that the second is thinner, faster, has 2 cameras, and you can buy a smart cover. A smart cover can attach magnetically and turn the iPad on and off automatically. All in all, the new iPad is not only better than the last, but it makes us all excited for what's coming next. Here's a quote with an exciting story about local games.
Thanks, Riley. 2 members of LA Bloods, a local gang, were given life sentences for robbing several GameStops many times over the period of 5 months. The stores are suffering $1 million in losses from the robberies. The robbers were assisted by others with guns, but only 2 were caught. Detectives from the LAPD have been working on the cases and have finally caught some of those who are responsible. They have been sentenced to life in prison. Back to Donovan in the studio. If they wanted new video games, they should have worked harder than stealing.
Thanks, Sequoia. Some people just try to take the easy way out. And now some sad news from Germany. Recently, a celebrity bear, Knut, has lost his life. The last time zookeepers checked in on him, he was playing in his pond, shortly after he was found dead. A report on his cause of death should be out shortly. Knut was rejected by his mother when he was a cub and was hand-raised by zookeepers. You may remember him from a Vanity Fair magazine where he was on the cover with Leonardo DiCaprio. This is a terrible and traumatic loss.
That's terrible news. Here at KO, we have some students with amazing talents. We think Nasser, class of 2016, will make a great actor someday, but he isn't so sure. We want you to help us decide.
Hi you guys, so this is an interview with Sir Baker, and our interviewer is Noitika Otiaga, and she's going to start interviewing me. So do you have a couple of questions for me? It's kind of like I'm interviewing you, so do you have any questions for me?
What's your name, mate?
My name is Nasser Baker. You can call me Sir Baker.
Okay, sir, why do you come to KIPP?
The reason why I come to KIPP, well, it's for the to get the knowledge. So I know that if I didn't come to KIPP, I wouldn't get the same amount of knowledge, and I wouldn't do as great as I do now on tests. So that's why I come to KIPP. And plus, it's for the what is it called? It's called the spirit. Yes, the spirit. That's what it's called. I finally got it right. Alright, do you have any more questions for me?
What after-school curriculum do you do here?
So one of the things, when you say extracurriculum, do you mean outside of school?
No.
Oh, so you mean in school?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things I do inside of school is I'm in band. So I'll play the concert snare drum. I also play the glockenspiel and the drum set. So that's some of the things I do in KIPP, and I'm also in the Ambassadors Club. So it's a very busy schedule here at KIPP, as you can see. It's very, very busy. Yes.
What do you like about KIPP?
One of the things I like about KIPP is that it's the dedication of teachers is what I always say.
Thank you for joining us today on KIPP Student News.
We're taking the news of the world and bringing it to your classroom.
See you next week!
Hey, we have some students with blue. One of the students was Thanks.
Wait. I see the red light. You should do it like that. Benjamin, keep talking.
Thank you.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.